Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I had a little bit of a reconsideration in between episodes on our nuclear-free policy, or I should say my nuclear-free policy. As I was going around and clearing out some of the map, and I used the artillery train to clear out a good chunk up here, as well as a good chunk down here. I started making a rail line going out in this direction to tap this copper deposit right here, because copper is yet again a problem. Yeah, you can see there's big giant gaps. This outpost up here is pretty much done. I could tap into this and send that up there. We may end up doing that just for fun. But right now, it would mess up the wall. And it's only 407K, so I'm not too concerned about it. This one down here is 22 million. That one should last at the main base for a while. And I want to reserve this 70 million up here for our major smelting project. So I expanded that down there. But as the artillery train was moving around, I would send it back to go and reload. And boy, it's moving so slow. Why is it moving so slow? Well, it's moving so slow because we are still on coal. And there's no real reason we should be doing that now at this point in time. We do have solid fuel, plenty of it, as well as a lot of rocket fuel backed up. But there's nuclear fuel as well. So I'm not going to get away from nuclear processing. So I might as well do just a couple of nuclear reactors, maybe. Just a couple, just to get power kind of jump started a little bit to where we don't have to do crazy shenanigans for the whole base. So I do want to get started on nuclear. There's a nice little uranium ore deposit right here. That should be plenty. So I want to tap into that as well as tap into the copper. So basically the point of all that is I repurpose this mall for nuclear purposes. That is its that's what it's for. That's why it's built. This is where I noticed we're having a copper shortage. But a lot of this stuff is actually being built. We do have some centrifuges. We do have some reactors. All of this is pretty good to go. We just need the stuff. So I'm going to come over here and grab some of the things that we're going to need to get this stuff moving along. And we'll roll the intro, and we'll get into doing nuclear stuff. Alright, so the first thing we're going to need is some sulfuric acid. That is going to require a couple of chemical plants, and what I would like to do is see if we can't tap off of this iron belt, like right here, or right here even, and just grab a line of iron and send it over here and have this sulfuric acid thing kind of out of the way. You need, okay, for sulfuric acid, we need, oh, I'm gonna have to do this from memory, aren't I? That's okay. We need water. That's one thing we need. We need petroleum as well. That's the other thing that we need. And I think that's it. Iron. We need those three things. So let's just kind of think this out here. Let's put one of you and one of you. You make sulfur, you make sulfuric acid. All right, so if we steal off of... let's see what makes sense to do it off of that one. So yeah, if we steal water from here... You're going to insert directly over there. Then we just need some petroleum coming this way as well. And that needs out. That's the thing, isn't it? Let's do water. A little different. Petroleum. Oh, nope, that was petroleum. And water will bring up like that and just kind of swirl it around. And that will be all of that. And then we need to get a line of iron coming up here. And that's where I was thinking maybe we could take just a little bit of you. They don't need a whole bunch. Let's see, that's not going to help. Do something like this. And then just scroll this around. It was already kind of squirrely anyway, so I'm not too worried about it being too unsightly. Although we will go ahead and do the proper treatments there. And let's see, do we want to just take this straight across? I think we do. Let's see, proper, that would be like that. No, that's fine. We don't need both of those outputs, we just need one. There we go, and that should be enough to start producing some of you, and we are. Fabulous. All right, and then we should be able to just run this line, even parallel with this one, because this is going back up to the train station, and that just so happens to be where we need to go. I'll bring that across, bring that like that, bring that up. Might be a little tricky to do some of this stuff here, but... Oh, look at that. One away. Can we squeeze that in any way possible? No. We can do this, though. And I'm not sure that we're really going to need the throughput that is provided by the pumps. We may leave those off. We're going to get into quite a little snag there, aren't we, though? Ah, we got water. We got water running up there. Let's run it with the water instead. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, that works just fine because this station I want to be just right next to it. So we copy like that, paste it right there. And we only need one tank for that. We go, and that will be our station right there for sulfuric acid. That's going to line up. Looks like it. Okay, so fill in that gap. Fill in that gap. And fill in that gap, and that should be complete. And that should be storing sulfuric acid in that tank, and it is. Fantastic. Alright, and that doesn't even look half bad, from space at least. Boy, that lack of copper looks pretty terrible, but everything else is looking alright. Alright, let's just run up here real quick. I just want to double check the signaling of this station. That looks good. And that looks good. Okay, so that's fine. And we'll also have to put in, let's see, let's just go ahead and grab this guy right here, because I think I only want to do one unloading thing. I'm only going to do one car. I always end up with so much sulfuric acid. So much of it. And I don't want to do that this time around. We're just going to go kind of minimal. More like we did in the impractical Factorios. We're going to be more practical, like the Impractical Factorio series. That's what I'm trying to say. And we got a kind of an open space up here. Maybe we can do our nuclear stuff up there. Oh yeah, copper's looking pretty pitiful. All right, but this is good. We're going to set the train down. We're going to set this car down, and we're going to set this car down. And that is going to be our station for unloading of those type things. Okay, let's grab the building train. We'll put it in manual mode. I haven't done some manual mode in this very often. We'll see how that goes. I don't think we have any of those crazy intersections. That is my bane as far as manual mode goes. We do have a nice little surplus of iron ore trains up there. You caught that. We got all those turrets there from a million years ago. All right, oil's looking good. Oil's looking good. And let's see, there's our thing right there. Hey, let's grab the station blueprint. Oh boy, it almost makes sense to make that a four-way, doesn't it? What's the alternative? I guess the alternative would be to do it down here, which actually I like a little bit better. So let's do that way instead. Just put our T in there. And yeah, I guess we just do the station blueprint just right off of that. Ooh, that's gonna cover some things. We could squeeze it back just a little bit, maybe. Like that. Like that. All right, then we'll go ahead and pull you in so the rest of the trains can go about their trainee type business. All right, outpost planner, we want to go to the south, and we want to have 2 outputs. And yeah, just select all that. We'll see how that goes with our crazy little design here. Yeah, not so hot, eh? Not so hot at all. Well, the miners went down. That's the important part. And the truth is we really don't need all of this. Let's try this again. Get rid of all of this. Yeah, all that goes away. And let's switch the blueprint to default. Please click with an empty. Oh, there we go. And let's go to the east with 2 instead. And let's see what it does with that situation. I'm already liking this a lot better. Yeah, and it does the pipes and everything. And at the end of the day, we end up with 2 things that are good. Let's see. We can redo this, though, a little bit better. Just because we're people. Combine you two there. Combine you two there. That's left over. All right, that'll come down like that. We don't need any of you guys. For you. And we don't need you. Okay, that looks good. Looks really good. Let's see. We'll name this mine uranium building, and you will be mine uranium. Mine uranium building. Circuit edition, go. All right, and then we're going to need, let's see, I always had like 1,000,000 pumps on my inventory. Yeah, there they are right there. We'll need a pump unloading to a tank, which we have one of, thank goodness. Might want to get a pump off of that as well, just for fun. Power. Okay, that'll hook up to all that. Maybe. Yes. Yes. Here we go, and in theory, if this worked correctly, all of those pipes will be hooked up. All we need now are some miners. Good. All right, and then we can set up you, Mr. Train, to a nice green color. Maybe a yellow-green. There we go. We'll add mine uranium. And we want inactivity. And we want the main... Oh, we didn't name main uranium, did we? Main uranium. Inactivity. All right, set that to auto. And that should kick these guys on, and they should be good to go. Anything I need to check here? I don't think so. Oh, we need chests. There we go. All right, and I'm confident. I think we're going to move on. I'm going to hope we don't crash here at this intersection. We might. All right, you're going to go on in. Yeah, that's going to work. Gonna be fine. Gonna be perfect. All right, so I'm going to take this on down. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to take this on down. We need to go back to main. I forgot. I need lots of landfill. I don't have any landfill. And that might have been one of those situations where it would have been quicker to walk. Yeah, maybe so. Actually, it'd be quicker to get my helicopter. We'll ride the rails. I forgot I left my helicopter at artillery -2. Thank you for pointing that out. I had forgotten it already. Artillery -2, I believe. This one right here. Yeah, there's my helicopter. Nice and safe up there in enemy territory where nothing can hurt it. Let's see, got the miners in there. I don't need that many of those. Don't need any of that stuff. A lot of yellow belt. And, yeah, I grabbed all these substations, clearing out that stuff. We'll keep 50 of them, but all the rest of them can go away. All right, let's see. We're on a quest for landfill right now. Let's go down and grab some of that. Iron's looking okay with the sulfuric acid addition. We're still out of copper, but we're working on that right now. We needed landfill. And we just should have a whole bunch of it here. So let's grab a whole bunch more of it. You always need a little bit more landfill than you think you do. So I like to grab it in excess. That was probably particularly excessive, but you always need more. Always need more. All right, let's go. Gonna brave the manual mode again here. Hopefully we don't run into anything. It's starting to get a little bit busy where manual mode is not a good idea, but I don't think it's impossible yet. Once we get the nuclear fuel in here, that's when it's going to be very treacherous. And let's see, did I put one of those intersections down here? No, I don't think I did. I think it's a T-junction down here. It is. Fantastic. Oh, but we got one right here. Okay, here's the test. This is where I'll embarrass myself. There. Got it. Okay. Fabulous. That wasn't hard. That wasn't hard at all. All right, and boy, I did all that landfill for this much. Oh well. There we go. Oh boy, the sand. You can really feel the movement speed in this mod. I wonder if that affects trains as well. I know it affected, it definitely felt like it affected, like, cars. But I'm not sure if it affects the train speed. Be out of track. Oh, wait, there's our iron deposit right there. We may want to consider just putting the outpost. Oh, yeah. Here? Yeah, I went way too far. That's okay. I've always wanted some extra junk in my inventory. This seems to be a good way as any to get some. Oh, we got worms. We got worms. Okay, let's try not to blow up my train. Get him? Yeah. All right, so this is going to be mine copper 4? Wow. Mine copper 4 building. Yeah, I guess our first copper mine went out of business. Circuit condition, go. All right, so boy, this one's got a lot of rocks and stuff. Let's throw all this landfill in here. How embarrassing. All right, we're gonna need some miners. Grab all of those. Probably more belt. Sure, why not? And we want to do 8. And we want the compact. We want some more power poles. And we want that to go to the west, I believe. Yeah. Oh, let's grab some of this landfill as well. Just because I don't want, I want the algorithm that's the outpost planner to make us the most efficient. So that could possibly mess things up. Give it a fighting chance, as it were. Okay, so yeah, want that right there. You know, back with my mining blueprint book, I was talking about overcovering a ore patch and making it to where a lot of your miners aren't working a lot of the time. I'd said something about power. I was mistaken with that. When they're not in use, they don't power. But yeah, I think this is a bit excessive. We could have done this with a lot less miners if we did like the compact layout, or you know what? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's not just talk about it. Let's do this somewhat correct. I'm not just killing time here, I promise. Let's do the default, not the compact. We'll compromise a bit. And we'll also use the trash train a bit. Boy, some of these layouts are very costly time-wise. Help out a bit. We're researching uranium ammo. I don't think I'm going to be interested in using any uranium ammo, really. Well, okay, actually, there's not a lot left. How are we doing on space science? Can we tell that from space? I always forget. We have 60. All right, that's not enough to do the next level of mining productivity. So we'll punt on that for a while, and I think we'll just let it do what it's doing. All right, let's try that outpost planner again. This time for realsies. Wider. There we go. Yeah, I mean, even that feels a little tight to me. We could have probably easily gotten by with the sparse layout. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it though. I'm good with it, I think. One thing I may do. Oh, we've only got one roboport. That's not gonna be very helpful. I was thinking on going ahead and setting up the roboport network to pull out the miners that are going to be mined out over time. Okay, well, while you guys are over there giving all that a think, let's see. Let's put in balancer 8. Control A on all of these trees. And it looks like you guys are all plugged in. You do need some of these, though. And possibly some more of these. Okay, let's go ahead and get power running off in this general direction. Does that kick you guys on? A lot of you on. Oh, had a worm hiding down there. All right, we're out of miners. And because I need to get that little piece right there, because I don't think that's covered by anybody. All right, so there is copper. Well, I'm going to go and set up some defenses around here, because I think that is going to be an important thing that we need to do. Set up a defensive perimeter around this area here. And we need to get another train running down there. A train or two running down there, really. And we'll finally get this copper back up, and we'll never have to worry about shortages in the base for at least another episode. All right. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode, where we will get the rest of our nuclear stuff. Thanks for watching. See you next time.